This is my top 5 acquisitions of the first 6 months 2016. That's knife collector here. Welcome to my channel, my name is Henk. I have done quite a lot of acquisitions in the first 6 months of 2016, and today I want to do my top 5 of them. First of all, a disclaimer: this is not a top 5 of the best folding knives. This is not a top 5 of the most beautiful folding knife. This is my top 5 of the folding knives I was the most I have the most fun with, or I was the most astonished, or the most surprised, or whatever. So from all those folding knives I picked 5 which are, in my opinion, my favorite folding knives acquisitions of the first 6 months of 2016. You see 7 knives here. I also put in 2 knives that just did not make it, but almost made it in my top 5. First of all, the knife that didn't make it in my top 5 is this one, the Mr. Blades HT2, €80 or $86, D2 tool steel, heavy steel liners, G10 handle, very much knife for the money, very capable, hard user. But this knife didn't made it into my list because of another knife, and I will come to that later. So this one we put aside. And then the knife that also almost made it is this one, the DeKeyser Nomad Pinkerton design. I like the blade style, I like the overall design. It's a very smooth knife, well built, great fit and finish, lots of details. But there were a few others that beat this one in those properties, so I will put this aside also. The first knife that made it in my top 5 is this one, the Ontario Red 1, the Knifeworks exclusive version with D2 tool steel, carbon fiber. Very nice knife, well built. Of course, the design is a classic design. Who doesn't know the Ontario Red 1? Who hasn't owned one? Who doesn't own one? But this is a very major upgrade with the from AUS 8 steel to D2 tool steel, and from the FRN handle to the carbon fiber handle. Great fit and finish, very smooth, just a well built knife, and they went for around $52 or $54. So this one, because of this one didn't make it. So this is the first that made it in my top 5. By the way, it's just a random order. I will present them, so I don't have a first place, a second place, 5th place, etc. etc. The Ontario Red one, highly recommended. There will become a second production run of these in September, so pretty soon. The second that made it into my top 5 is this one. It is the Real Steel S571 Pro. It is the upgraded version of the E571 of Real Steel. So this is larger, has upgraded materials, so a titanium frame, Elmex steel, great fit and finish, very smooth, and I like this design very much. I am not convinced of the quality of the blade. Let me explain that. Real Steel used Elmex, and Elmex is of course a very good steel, but Elmex has a very small heat treat tempering window, and it's around 61 Rockwell hardness, and Real Steel did temper this steel on a Rockwell hardness of 58, 59. So I think if you use this knife very thoroughly, it could lose its edge pretty soon. I only use this knife for very light EDC tasks, opening a package, cutting a tomato, peeling an apple. So, and that's good enough. But so this is by far not the best knife, but I like the design, I like the materials, I like the fit and finish, so it's definitely in my top 5. The Real Steel S571 Pro. Then the third knife that made it into my top 5 is this one. The Custom Knife Factory Sukhoi 2.0. Wonderful design, gorgeous knife, lots of details, titanium, carbon fiber, F35 VN steel, very nice organic lines, super smooth, very well built, great fit and finish. This belongs in my top 5 of the first 6 months acquisitions 2016. Definitely. Then this one made it in my top 5. It is the Benchmade Crooked River. Just a classic design in a very modern, how do I put this? A classic design with modern elements. The access lock, G10 S30V steel, yeah, just a gorgeous knife. Big. This one is not very smooth yet, but I haven't used it and I hardly play with it. But if I would flick this 200 times, it would be very smooth. I like that Bowie style clip point design, very useful. I also have, of course, the variant with wooden scales, but that one I didn't buy in the first 6 months. This one I did buy the first 6 months of 2016. This one definitely belongs in my top 5. Gorgeous knife. And then finally, this one. If I had to pick one for the number one position, it would be this one, the V601. We, a young Chinese company, young in the sense that they started in 2016 with branding their own models. Before that they were already very active on the OEM market, producing knives for other companies. This is their first own branded model, and it's a gorgeous design. Look at that grind lines. Great fit and finish, very smooth, very well constructed. A lot of knowledge and craftsmanship is put in the design of this knife. Lots of details. So this one definitely belongs in my top 5 best acquisitions of 2016. And a lot of knives didn't make it, although they are very good, they are very high quality, they are gorgeous, or I like them very much, but I had to pick 5, so these are the 5. And now, before wrapping up, it seemed appropriate, because I've made a top 5, to tag also 5 channels, and hoping they will continue this this video with their top 5 picks first 6 months of 2016. The first channel I would like to tag is the channel of Dutch Knife Guy. I don't know all the channels on YouTube. I certainly don't know a lot of Dutch channels, but as far as I know, Dutch Knife Guy was the first Dutch channel on YouTube knife related. So I would like to tag him. Mark, if you're watching this, please, I would appreciate it when you do a video with your top 5 acquisitions for knives of 2016, the first 6 months. Then I would like to tag an upcoming German channel. It's also German spoken, so I don't think it's a channel for all of my viewers, but if you understand German, it's highly recommended. And it's a channel of Vic Spider. Vic Spider, he purchased a lot of knives. I've seen that on his videos. Very nice knives, I think. It's my taste. So, Christian, if you see this video, I would very much appreciate it when you do a top 5 of your acquisitions of the first 6 months of 2016 also. Then a channel that makes me happy all the time, even if I'm very down. I also have my off days, and I watch this channel, I always become I see the bright side of life again. He always makes me smile, and that's the channel of Stuttering Bob. An awesome guy. He makes awesome videos with lots of funny clips in it, funny moments. He has always the most crazy ideas in his videos, and is a knife nut, so I would very much appreciate it, Bob, if you see this, if you do a top 5 of your acquisitions the first 6 months in 2016. Then a channel I don't know for long yet. I think I know it for about 3 or 4 weeks now. It's an upcoming channel of the United States. It's a very serious channel. The guy makes great observations, does very well educated reviews. I like his channel very much. He doesn't have a lot of subs right now. I think somewhere in the between 300 and 400, maybe more, maybe less. And it's the channel Zelric. Zel, if you watch this video, I would very much appreciate it when you do a top 5 acquisitions 2016 also. And guys, if you not heard of Zelric yet, please check him out. And then finally, it's a big channel. For me, it's a big channel. They already broke the barrier of 4,000 subs, I think just 2 days ago. They do it together, a man, a woman, a couple. They also have some dogs, or for example a pug. They have not a very massive collection yet, but they're coming there. I would like to tag the channel of Birdshot. I like their videos. Lots of fun in the videos. They interact, they react on each other, funny way. Very great concept, I think, doing this together. And I would like to hear their top 5 acquisitions the first half of 2016. Okay, that's it for now. If you like this video, please like it. If you like the channel and you are not yet subbed, please sub the channel. It is of great support for my channel. And if you have any comments or questions, I will find them in the comment section and I will try to answer every comment. That's it for now. Bye bye.